You look at the clock, it's 3 a.m. Again. You're exhausted, but instead of sleeping, you're locked into a glowing screen. And tomorrow morning, you're going to wake up feeling drained. We are going to fix this, not with willpower, but with a biology-backed daily routine that will permanently reset your internal clock to whatever time you choose. Grab a piece of paper right now. Write down your current, most consistent bedtime, and right next to it, write down your actual target bedtime. Successfully shifting between these two numbers is a biological process. You can navigate it by triggering specific chemical responses in a precise sequence. Step 1. Cancel your all-nighter. The instinct to stay awake for 37 hours straight to force your body into a new schedule seems logical, but you need to scrap that plan immediately. To understand why, we have to look at sleep pressure. Every minute you are awake, a chemical called adenosine builds up in your brain. You might think a large coffee clears that pressure out. It doesn't. Caffeine only acts as a temporary mask. It blocks your brain's receptors, while the adenosine continues to accumulate in the background. Eventually, your liver metabolizes the caffeine. When that blockade drops, all the sleep pressure you've ignored hits your brain at the exact same time. This is the caffeine crash. This chart tracks what happens to your energy levels during an attempted all-nighter. If you usually sleep at 3 a.m. and push through the next day aiming for a 10 p.m. bedtime, your energy drops off a cliff. The math guarantees you will crash, typically resulting in an unplanned 8-hour sleep starting at 7 p.m. Your biological sleep pressure overrides your intentions. You cannot brute force a schedule change. You have to shift it gradually. The actual method is to roll your schedule backward. You will move your bedtime exactly 15 minutes earlier each day until you hit your target. But if you only change your bedtime, you will fail. Going to bed 15 minutes early means you will simply lie there tossing and turning for 15 extra minutes. Your brain relies on external checkpoints to know what time it is. So as this schedule graphic demonstrates, you have to shift the entire routine. Breakfast, your workout, and dinner must all move 15 minutes backward at the same exact time. Your digestive system and your physical exertion act as secondary clocks. Eating and moving earlier signals to your body that the day started earlier. To trick your internal clock into feeling tired at your new bedtime, your whole day has to participate. You must shift the entire routine, not just the moment your head hits the pillow. Next, you need a strict, non-negotiable caffeine cutoff. You must stop consuming caffeine exactly 8 hours before your new target bedtime. This comes down to chemical half-lives. Caffeine stays in your system for 5 to 8 hours. Looking at this countdown timeline, if your target bedtime is 10 p.m., drinking coffee at 2 p.m. means half of that chemical is still actively blocking your sleepiness signals when you climb into bed. You also need to watch for hidden violations of this rule. Dark chocolate, certain teas, and even fat loss supplements contain caffeine that will reset the clock. Managing this half-life is a mandatory prerequisite. If caffeine is still in your system, your natural sleep signals are effectively muted when you need them most. Your first morning anchor requires light. The absolute first thing you must do upon waking up is expose yourself to direct sunlight. Without external signals, the human internal clock actually drifts, naturally running a few minutes longer than a precise 24-hour cycle. Morning sunlight acts as your daily reset button. It overrides that drift and immediately triggers the release of cortisol, the hormone that wakes you up. On the opposite end of the day, you must manage your evening light. Dim your indoor bulbs and enforce a strict screen time curfew 1 to 2 hours before bed. The screens on your phone and TV emit blue light. Your brain interprets this light as the sun, which actively halts your production of the sleep hormone, melatonin. As an automated safety net, install blue light blocking applications like Twilight or Flux on all your devices to filter out these harsh frequencies. Light exposure governs your circadian rhythm, which physically dictates whether your brain produces cortisol for morning energy or melatonin for nighttime rest. During this reset phase, you need to clear your accumulated sleep debt. To do this, attempt sleeping without an alarm clock so your body can wake up naturally. If you chronically get only 6 hours of sleep, your brain never gets the chance to fully degrade and clear out yesterday's load of adenosine. That residual chemical debt is why you wake up already feeling tired, which forces you to drink more coffee, creating a vicious cycle of dependency. Prioritizing full sleep cycles allows your brain to clear that chemical debt, making the new schedule self-sustaining. To get your clock back on track, avoid the all-nighter. Shift your entire daily routine backward by 15 minutes a day. Enforce a strict 8-hour caffeine cutoff. Anchor your mornings with sunlight, and black out your evening screens. Within a few days of running this biological system, you will feel a natural, irresistible urge to sleep right at your target time, and you will wake up fully energized without needing a cup of coffee. Commit to the process right now. Leave a comment below with your target bedtime and your new 8-hour caffeine cutoff time. And if you found this breakdown helpful, check the support link below to fund more tutorials. A healthy sleep schedule relies on cooperating with your internal biology.